Okay, hi, this is James of MegaLife21.com, the hardest hitting internet talk station on the planet. Okay, we were talking about censorship before in the last video about the Melbourne, Australia, uh, um, this soccer team in Melbourne, Australia that put this video that got a lot of flack on the internet, and particularly you can see it on YouTube. These people, some people got offended by this. A rubber chicken going into a clean chicken from the market with a condom on its head. And it was supposed to be some kind of chicken sex video. But it was very funny.
At least it was safe sex.
It was safe rubber chicken
yeah,
sex.
he had a condom.
But some people, idiots out there, calling it necrophilia. It's a clean chicken from the market. It's not a human being, you know. And it's not obscene, and the people, the Australian soccer team, should not have gotten fined at all, let alone $5,000. It's absolute insanity. And this, you know, where does it end? If it starts with stupid things like that, with the rubber chicken, what are they going to do next? They're going to come after more people, the neoconservative right wing? They're going to fine more people for supposedly offending the
Taliban the other day in Afghanistan
right.
killed a couple who wanted to elope. So what do you mean, how far is it going to go?
Right-wing
It's going to go as far as stoning them.
Right-wing fundamentalism. Did you hear that? A couple, an Islamic couple in Afghanistan, were killed, were put to death, executed by the Taliban because of premarital sex. Was that basically the reason?
The reason was eloping, as I understand.
You mean instead of having a traditional Muslim wedding of some sort?
Joining or whatever, however they their law, you know, is concerned. I don't know.
So
but,
these are the dangers of right-wing neoconservative fundamentalism.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know it seems unimportant, the rubber chicken inside the clean chicken, you know, doing this with the condom. But where does it end? And this is the issue I'm bringing up about censorship, which we're very much against. If you don't like it, wimps, wussies, don't watch the webpage. Don't go to the webpage. Don't listen to the radio station.
You put the nanny thing on.
Watch Lifetime or something, some goofy, sappy bullshit, you know.
Hey, speaking of videos.
Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube where these two employees of Domino's Pizza.
Oh, is that disgusting?
They were putting the cheese up their nose and then putting it on the things.
That was French fries.
French fries? And then they sneezed on the pizza. The guy sneezed on the pizza.
You know they got arrested for that.
They lost their jobs. They got arrested. Yeah, there might be some criminal, you know.
Yeah, but look how many people are being turned away from Domino's.
That's my point. Do you realize what that has probably done to Domino's Pizza?
I don't want to go to Domino's. Seeing that on video,
just
folks,
thinking about
go to YouTube, you can see it all. Sticking the French fries up his nose and putting the food by his ass and farting on it.
Yes.
And that fat slob, that fat slob chick that was with him on it.
I only saw the two
She's
guys.
laughing like a
I only saw the two guys.
Like a white trash piece of shit.
So I didn't.
There was definitely others involved.
Because I only saw it played on television.
But the girl was encouraging him, and that severely hurt Domino's Pizza. Severely. And you know what? It's probably an isolated.
Now, what were they thinking? By putting it on YouTube, did they think they were going to be stars or something?
I don't know. That's what Esmeralda told me the other day. What did they think was going to happen?
Yeah. They're kind of dopey, eh? I don't even think I would have trusted them making pizza with those kind of minds.
It's like the thing I saw on True TV where the person robs a convenience store and walks out the door and decides to take a rest across the street on the woman's lawn chair on her patio and just sits there with the goods. And he got caught. It's like, duh. Unbelievable. You know what? It's probably an isolated incident, but honestly, I don't feel like going to Domino's.
I don't think it's isolated.
Wait a minute.
I think
a lot of people
are so stupid and dopey that they do these kind of things other places.
Other fast food companies.
I don't know if it's fast food, but they do these stupid things.
You know what might happen? There might be cameras,
Why do you think
even in the back.
teenagers with the best reflexes, the best time of their lives, with everything going right, their eyes, their ears, their everything,
Yeah, the
and they have
schlongs,
the biggest
yeah.
Automobile accident records.
drunk driving.
Drunk
and
driving, bumping into trees, killing
maybe
people,
suicide,
hitting
something.
them. You know, I mean, it just doesn't add up.
Spring break in Cancun, the guy is doing a tightrope walk on the terrace on a
There you
hotel
go.
up in a hotel.
There you
room.
go. Yeah.
And you know what? I predict that because of the severity of how this is hurting Domino's, that more and more, perhaps all fast food companies will have cameras in the kitchen where the food is being prepared and where the food is being stored.
Oh, that's good.
Because I don't blame them, because you know what? Listen, I hate fast food in general. I happen to like Popeyes. Wendy's is okay, but I don't like corporate America, period. But this is different, because this is food that people are consuming, so it's a concern. Next is, this is in response to the wonderful video that the Wizard Ozzy Bucco did with Esmeralda called Happy Pagan Easter. And this shows you what hypocrites people are when they celebrate the so-called religious holidays in America. Earthquake in Abruzzi, Italy. Very, very sad situation, tragic, devastation. President of Italy, who's probably wealthy, says, "Oh, just make believe you're on a camping trip, under the stars. Make believe you're camping." And
Because the people are living in a tent.
yeah, so Ozzy Bucco connected that with what Barbara Bush said to the Hurricane Katrina victims who slept on the football field in the Superdome in New Orleans. It's a step up. We're doing you a big favor. It's an improvement to your lives. And no compassion at all. And then the Pope, who's supposed to represent the largest organized Christian church in the universe, you know what he offers the victims and their families? Prayer. No food, no medical care, not even a better tent to sleep in.
I guess Madonna offered more money than he did.
Than the Roman Catholic Church. And they're loaded. The Roman Catholic Church, they are loaded. And this is right-wing. This is what the right-wing fundamentalist neoconservatives do. This is what they do. They claim to be closer to God than us, but no. You know what? They should practice what they preach, plain and simple. No compassion for the earthquake victims. This is a prime example of right-wing fundamentalist counterfeit Christians at work. The Pope, who could very easily send a lot of aid, offers prayer, nothing else. Prayer, huh? People need something tangible when they're in trouble. They need food on the table, they need shelter, they need clothes, and they need medical care. Okay, so...
That's going to make them lazy.
Oh,
That's what they think.
So what are they supposed to do? Live in huts?
Yeah, live in tents.
Like barbarians? Live in tents.
Make them. It'll toughen them up.
It'll toughen them up. Give them...
So they can survive through the winter, out in the streets.
They'll be inspired to claw and strive their way back up the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
And then help themselves. Oh. That's the neoconservatives for you. Okay, cut.